Little more than a week after the Bureau of Meteorology declared a weather-weary nation rid of La Nina, the rains returned with a vengeance.
So La Nina goes, but the rain stays. Huh.
Only like a few days ago it wasn't even flooded and now it's like this.
Sydney has since experienced its worst flooding since 1978.
Worst flooding since 1978 and no La Nina involved. Huh.
Disaster begged the question, if La Nina is gone, then why hasn't it stopped raining?
What a question. If La Nina's gone, why hasn't it stopped raining?
The answer is an extraordinary one. Australia was swept by a breaking planetary wave.
Planetary waves.
Planetary waves don't come from outer space. They're actually waves in the jet stream. The jet stream is a band of high-altitude winds that cross Australia as it
Don't look like a blocker thing from, no.
circles the world.
You might have come across the jet stream if you're taking an international flight, and if the jet stream is positioned right, it can make the length of the flight so much faster because
Tailwind dive, also known as a tailwind.
Stream of air pushing the plane.
Disturbances can cause waves to form in the jet stream just like waves in the ocean. Climate scientists call these waves in the jet stream planetary waves.
Climate scientists, you know they mean business. Planetary waves, look.
Or Rossby waves.
That does look like the same kind of diagram we saw for the blockers. No, it couldn't be.
Recently, a very large Rossby wave triggered unseasonable dry season rain in the Northern Territory and torrential rainfall in New South Wales that led to flooding.
So what can happen when the wave amplifies and ultimately breaks is you can get a blob of this colder Antarctic air that basically gets what we call cut off from these westerly winds.
That's some pretty scientific stuff right there.
Is you can get a blob of this colder Antarctic air that basically gets what we call cut off from these westerly winds that we talked about, and it just sits there for days at a time because it's been cut off from the fast-moving jet stream. I guess it's
so it gets cut off and then it just sits there. It just grows roots for 2, 3, 4 days. Yeah.
It's like the spray of water that comes off a breaking wave. It's the white water almost that gets shot up into the sky, but in this case it's getting pushed north. And when this occurs, we tend to get strong, persistent rainfall like we saw last weekend.
The same as what La Nina causes. It's just a coincidence. So we've got El Nino, La Nina, we've got blockers, and we've got planetary wave. Imagine if all four come together.
And wave-breaking events don't just cause flooding rain. A heat wave currently underway in Europe was driven by a breaking planetary wave.
Multitasking planetary waves.
Causing hot air from the Sahara Desert to flow north over Spain and Portugal.
There you go.